Turn up the AC hot takes. You know what it is, it's your boy Fiddles Jr. Vargas Dynasty going up. Don't act like you don't know. We're the only three brothers that really running shit in the boxing game. You know?
Welcome to another installment of Turn Up the AC Hot Takes with Reason on a solo edition. Now today we're going to be talking about David Benavidez and Anthony Yarde, and then of course Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. Now these fights are coming up in November. They're on the same card. That's first and foremost, that's the most important thing, and that's the best thing about it. They're on the same card. So we're gonna talk about David Benavidez first. Benavidez versus Yarde, right? So this would be Benavidez, his third fight at 75. Yarde been campaigning at 75 for some time now. Yarde's a tough out. He's been in there with the likes of the Kovalevs, the Benavidez. He actually hurt both of those guys. I thought he gave them pretty good fights, for as long as they lasted. But the Benavidez fight, he gave Benavidez a pretty good showing, but Benavidez got him at the end of the day, and Benavidez, I think he's one of my favorite fighters first and foremost, but I think he's actually one of the better fighters in the world, one of the top fighters, and I think he's just waiting for his opportunity to show it against somebody like a Bivol or a Benavidez. And so I think going into this fight with Yarde, I'm obviously going to pick David Benavidez because I think he's the superior fighter. I don't think it's going to be easy, though. I think Yarde's going to give him some work, you know what I mean? And I expect Benavidez to be Benavidez and throw punches, combinations, keep the pressure on. His offense is his defense. I think somebody's going to get stopped in this fight, and obviously I'm picking Benavidez, so I think Benavidez is eventually going to stop Yarde. That doesn't mean Yarde can't really take the fight to Benavidez and make him uncomfortable. But I just think Benavidez is in his zone right now. I think he's, after the fight against Morrell, which I thought was a great performance. I thought he won going away, by a wide margin, 9-3 rounds. I gave it in favor of Benavidez. So I expect the same. I expect more actually from him because he's really trying to get Bivol Benavidez the winner of that, and he's always wanted the Canelo fight, so. But I think I'm gonna go with David Benavidez here. I just think from the jump he's gonna put the pressure on Yarde, but I don't think Yarde's going anywhere. Yarde's a dog and he's game, and I think he's gonna meet Benavidez and he's gonna push Benavidez, and I think we're gonna see as the fight goes on. I think the separation is gonna show itself, and I think maybe around round 8 or 9, I'm gonna say Benavidez gets a stoppage, and he continues to show why he deserves one of these top guys. So that's what I think is gonna happen. I got David Benavidez by stoppage over Anthony Yarde. I'm gonna say round 9. And now we're gonna jump into Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. This one's gonna be tough, man. I like Devin Haney here. I think he's a superior boxer. Obviously, the power, we talked about this before. You got an edge, go on the side of Brian Norman Jr. But Haney has been in big fights before, Brian Norman Jr., let's not forget, this is the biggest fight of his career. There was talk about people thinking the Haneys might try to pull out of the fight because they were talking about, trying to have like the testing begin, the strict testing or whatever. So, but at the same time, I feel the people who say, oh, you want a clean sport, but you're hanging out Victor Conte, what I'm saying, for snack, you know what I mean? And he knows how to bend the rules. So I feel both sides. I'm a fan of Devin Haney, but I got to speak it unbiasedly. And I understand the argument from the naysayers of Devin Haney and saying, how you talking about you want a clean sport, but you hanging with that guy, and you're working with snack, and he knows all the ways to bend the corners to, get around testing. So that's definitely something that is definitely a credible knock, from somebody towards Devin Haney. But back to the fight. Yeah, it's the biggest fight of Norman's career. It's gonna be tough for Devin Haney because Norman's a pressure fighter, and he feels like he's superior to Devin Haney, and I don't think he thinks Devin Haney can hurt him. Devin Haney's going up to 47 for the first time against someone who's been there. And Devin Haney is a big person, you know, he has a big frame. Where like I said before, I think he can potentially end up at 54. You know, not anytime soon, but eventually. But, you know, as the fight goes, I do think Devin Haney is going to hit Brian Norman Jr. with something where he's going to have to respect his power. I think we're going to see a strong Devin Haney at 47. I think we're going to see the strongest Devin Haney we've seen. Whether that's enough to win, you know, it's yet to be seen. But I think we're going to see a strong one, a strong Devin Haney. And I think he's gonna carry a little more pop. The questionable thing about Devin Haney is his footwork a little bit. He kind of gets off balance. He kind of, you know, he can be hit. And he's been tagged by Linares. Loma got to him. Brian Garcia obviously got to him too. So Brian Norman has some fast hands, and I think he can really do some things with Devin Haney. So, but I'm gonna pick Devin Haney by I'm gonna go by decision. I'm gonna think it's a close fight, man. I'm gonna say 115 to 113. So I'm gonna go with Devin Haney. So until next time, this has been Reason. Turn up the AC Hot Takes, and I got Benavidez by stoppage over Anthony Yarde, and Devin Haney, I got him by decision, 115, 113 in a very close fight with Brian Norman Jr. So until next time, this has been Reason. Turn up the AC Hot Takes. Let me know what you think. Let me know why I'm wrong. And until next time, Reason. Turn up the AC Hot Takes. We're out.